that pitiless man hated his fellow citizens for their simple and peaceful ways. So he raised an army of demons and set out to take the realm for his own. The king's champion, Sir Daniel Fortescue, led the militia into battle against this unholy horde. Songs are still sung of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how demons fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he destroyed the sorcerer utterly. Fortescue went down in history that day as the hero of Gallowmere, and a time of peace began, which was to last for 100 years. And then the sorcerer returned.
Hello, and welcome to the Witching Hour. Welcome to Encore, Hallow Nights, Night 2. It's gonna be double the spooks from last week, double the great conversations from last week, and double the great game from last week. Well, arguably, this game's aged way worse than Luigi's Mansion. Regardless, I am the frightening Mike Ryder, joined here by the creepy Clayton. Clayton, how spooky do you feel right now?
Spooky or spooked?
Both. Let's go with both.
I'm pretty intimidated.
Yeah.
Just being in a room alone with you. So, I mean,
That's fair.
you guys don't see what happens when the screen goes down.
All I'm saying is I am literally pantsless right now. I'm in my boxers, so... Alright, we're playing MediEvil tonight because this game's great, and, you know, it's a little bit spooky, a little bit kooky. It is. I mean, you're playing as a skeleton, but, I mean, look at the visuals. That's spooky. This is on the PS1. They actually, I forgot, I was looking up how to spell the name of the game correctly, and I forgot that they announced a remake of it for PS4 last year, and we have not heard a single thing about it since then, which worries me greatly. But, so you play as Sir Daniel Fortescue, who is, as you can see here, getting ready, going to go to war with the sorcerer, and is literally the first guy to die. And so he gets resurrected, and you gotta go and stop the evil sorcerer. This game is one of my favorite PS1 games. This is one of the few good PS1 games I own. So yeah. That's my history lesson on MediEvil. There's a sequel on the PS1, which is equally as good, if not better. There's a remake on PSP that's pretty good. There's a lot of talking that I'm gonna skip. Okay.
Okay, I think I've seen that guy before.
He was in, they put him in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. So Clayton, hey, we'll get the normie conversation out of the way first. What'd you do this week, buddy?
Let's see. So taking things all the way back, we had your party. I don't know if you care to talk about. I just did.
Last Monday was my birthday, but I worked, and you can't throw a party on a Monday. You can't have a party on a weekday. So last Saturday, we I just threw my fucking dagger. How do we switch things again? 1 second. No, not like that. There we go. So we had a cookout. Cookout potluck where nobody really ate anything, so I have way too much leftovers. And then we came back here, we played some Jackbox, we played some of the new Mario Party, which sucked. It was alright, it was fine. I had 2 glasses of wine and was like thoroughly drunk, and then found out that my body might not be able to process alcohol. Monday morning, right? So we had the party Saturday. Monday morning, I woke up at like 1:30 in the morning and I'm pouring sweat. And I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. And I got up and I went to the bathroom and I couldn't shit. And I'm like, uh-oh. And then I'm sitting there and my acid reflux just goes nuts. And I'm like, uh-oh. And I go to do a 180 to throw up in the toilet, get like 3/4 of the way there, and just vomit wine. This is 2 days later. Wine and hamburgers all in my tub. I filled that sucker up with vomit, and then I'm like, it's 1:30. I gotta be up in like 4 hours for work. And so I filled the tub with water to try and drain it. That didn't work. This is my spooky story of the week. Filled the tub up with water, wouldn't drain. So then I got a drinking glass, filled it up with water, and then I'd fill it up with water, poured in the tub, and I did that like 50 times, and finally got the tub to drain, then boiled water and poured it in the tub. And then Monday night, I used bleach and like scrubbed it and everything. But yeah, my body just might not be able to process alcohol at all. Because that's not the first time I've had alcohol. But 2 glasses of wine shouldn't give me such a bad hangover I throw up 2 days later. So, but yeah, that was my birthday party. It was a good time. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened on my birthday. I now have a porg, so that's something. I love it. Don't get me wrong. It was given to me under the assumption that I would have sex with it, which is not factual. He's out in the living room. Yeah, you gotta go through the hell portal to get to it. Hey, we're working on fixing the hell portal situation. We'll get to it. We got some video games to play first. But that was honestly, other than my party and throwing up Monday, I worked all week. I mean, it was to the point where like we didn't even put up a video this week, which is after a year and 2 months, the streak has ended of weekly skits, which breaks my heart, but there was just no way it was going to happen. So,
break that once already before?
No, because I uploaded I uploaded the Saturday morning.
Oh, okay.
For that time. I uploaded a really, slapped together video Saturday morning, so that technically the streak still existed.
Thanks, chat.
Yeah, fuck you, chat. Why are we mad at chat?
I don't know. They didn't give us money.
Yeah! Hey, speaking of... I did do actually something else this week. My parents forced me to buy a lottery ticket. Actually, I bought 3 lottery tickets. Because the Mega Millions is, almost $1 billion or something like that. And it's gonna cost me $6. I'll take a chance. So this may be the last recording of Mike Ryder, not a millionaire. So, but other than that, I didn't do anything. What did you do besides the party?
So we had I don't think I did too much this week.
Yeah.
Earlier today, I'm one step closer to being a grown-up.
Yeah.
You could say.
Being all grown up, yeah.
I got my first bank account.
Nice.
So we're gonna get
yeah. Hell yeah.
And we're gonna put the money in the thing, and then that's it. That's all you do with it.
That's true. That is all you do with a bank account.
And then aside from that, I watched 2 movies this week. I watched Fury. It's a World War II movie.
Yeah.
It was actually really good up until the final act, and then it got too Hollywood for me.
That's fair.
But it actually captured the drama really well. And then I saw 10
Yeah.
And it actually was pretty good.
What'd you think of the ending? What'd you think of the plot twist at the end whenever she escapes?
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah. Have you seen that before? Did you see it in theaters with us?
No.
Okay. I know me and my brother and Danny and maybe our friend Dodie saw it in theaters. And my feelings on it then and still are, because I rewatched it a couple months ago. Fantastic movie. And if that movie ended with she opens the hatch and goes, and then credits, that movie would have been phenomenal. But the fact that it goes on with her fighting the aliens and the monsters and shit, and I was like, nah, I don't need that. It would have been better to leave it open, because then it would have left you thinking, ooh, was the air really toxic? Was it not?
I would not have been happy with that cliffhanger.
Really?
I would have been... Because I wanted to know what happened to that lady that showed up.
Yeah.
Who was, I guess, infected by the chemtrails.
Yeah.
And I got my answer.
Yeah.
I think they might have, I don't know, maybe they went a little overboard with the action. I think the did we already say what happens?
People at home, if you don't
say alien,
I mean, I did say that and everything. So hey, if I just spoiled 10 Cloverfield Lane for you, you had a good 2.5 years to watch it. So
it's still good. It's still good.
Yeah, it is.
Without knowing that, it's still interesting.
Yeah.
I think the big thing that she did the thing to at the end was cool.
It's cool, but I just feel like it's so Hollywood. This is the only time you're gonna hear me be so pretentious that I'm like, it's too Hollywood. That's not me at all. That's Danny. That's not me. But it's too Hollywood, right? Like, if that movie ended with, like I said, her opening the hatch, credits, that would have been so fucking artsy and cool, and hell yeah. The fact that she fights aliens, I'm like, this is just to tie it into Cloverfield. Stop. This is Hollywood shit.
I'll give you that. They really did. They really threw that in there, and to my understanding, that's also what they did with the next Cloverfield movie.
Yeah, the Cloverfield Paradox or whatever.
J.J. Abrams just got a script for The Cellar, because I was looking it up on Wikipedia the other night. He got a script for The Cellar, and then he's like, oh, fuck it, it's a Cloverfield movie.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if he did that or the studio told him to do that. I don't know, but that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what, with Cloverfield Paradox, I think the movie was, like, done, and then nobody wanted to put it in theaters or anything, and then Netflix is like, hey, we'll take it, but you gotta refilm parts of it to make it a tie in with Cloverfield. Okay, and then they did, and those are like the worst parts of that movie, so. But man, John Goodman in that movie is so fucking good.
Was he the big one?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Like, John Goodman, I don't think anyone has ever gone, John Goodman's a bad actor. You just factually can't say that, right? But, I tend to think of him as, like, Dan from Roseanne or Fred Flintstone in the live-action Flintstones movie. The fact that he can pull off such a dramatic character like that so easily and so tensely, and it's scary. Hey, he does great. So, thank you, Evil 1976, for hosting us. Everyone go say hi to him. But yeah, that movie's great.
Yeah, he had a really nice performance.
Yeah.
You know what? Coming back to preferred endings,
yeah.
I think I might have been okay with, like, we get out of the cellar. We know that the air is, well, we understand, like, you know, what's happening, and then we see the big alien thing.
Yeah.
Because the alien thing was cool.
It was.
When they saw it off in the distance, that was like, I think even the main character, she was like, fuck this. That's pretty much exactly what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, that movie is the best Cloverfield movie so far, so. But to be fair, I think not very highly of the other two Cloverfield movies, so. But other than watching Cloverfield, did you do anything else this week?
I don't think so.
Okay. Did you play any good games?
I tried out some old stuff that I had in my Steam library.
Mm-hmm.
I tried out the original Endless Space, which was okay.
Yeah.
I think it was like a great proof of concept that, like, we can make, you know, Civ in space.
Yeah.
It just needs a lot of fleshing out, and I am hoping that's what they did with the second one. That's probably, yeah, they probably made it a lot more fun.
Yeah. Evil 1976 said no problem to us for hosting us. It's just that he absolutely loves MediEvil 1 and 2. Hey, so do I. I don't know how expensive these games are over where you're from, but here, like, MediEvil 1, I don't know where I have my case for it. It cost me like $35. MediEvil 2 is like 70 something, and it's like, I mean, it's a great game, but it's like, I don't know if I want to pay $70-some for it. I mean, I will eventually, but I got the first game if I want my MediEvil fix. So, I asked about you playing games because I've been kind of bored this week, like, because I'm at work, and whenever I get home from work, it's like, okay, I've got 2 hours before I have to be asleep, before I have to get up from work for work again. So I was like, okay, I'll play something. So I started playing Fallout New Vegas again, just to kill time, and that game is still just the most fun. I can just pretend to be... Well, I went into it because I was like, I want to replay Red Dead before 2 comes out. And I'm like, I don't have the time for that. I can't replay a whole Rockstar game before another Rockstar game. And then, Evil 1976 says, I still have them on my PS1, still sealed. That's impressive, dude. That is... I'm a PS1 collector, and that is like... Did I just... I'm right. Hearing about sealed PS1 games, that little tingle in the back of my neck. I get all excited about that kind of stuff. Especially good ones, like these, like MediEvil 1 and 2. But I started playing, Fallout New Vegas a little bit. Because I'm like, I want to be a cowboy. And so I've just been role-playing as a cowboy and, like, just being an asshole to people. And it's been great. I've been on a quest to find a cowboy hat, though. The only cowboy hat I can find is from... What's his name? The prospector guy in the starting town. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I think. Maybe.
That's the only cowboy hat I've seen. And I'm like... But I don't want to kill him because he's a nice guy. I don't want to kill him to take his cowboy hat.
Put all your points in sneak.
I mean, yeah. Oh, wow. But, yeah, I played about 2-3 hours of that, and then I went, okay. That's all I've got time for. This is the first time I'm actually getting to sit down and really put my time into a game in like the last week, and I'm so glad it's this one because this game is great. So this is the Hall of Heroes. It's basically like your hub world. You know, in like Mario 64, you have like Peach's Castle. It's essentially like that. I think for all the chalices you get, like the chalices. So to get the chalices, you have to kill a certain amount of enemies, and it'll fill up a chalice in the level, and then you got to find it and pick it up. And I'm pretty sure the more you do that, like the more good boys you unlock. Like if the camera, like you got this good boy over here. The more chalices you get, the more of these good boys come to life and will talk to you and give you tips and stuff. Yeah. And this game's got a great. Good night, Evil 1976. Thanks for hosting us and popping in. This game's got really good writing. Really, like, funny, charming, British humor type writing. Which I'm totally going to skip right now. Whoops. Oh, yeah, there's, like... I probably should have listened to that.
You gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
You just agreed to assassinate someone?
Oh. Okay, so he gave me the crossbow. So now I've got ammo, so I don't want to waste it, but now I've got like a ranged attack. Well, I guess I had the daggers, right? But now I've got a good ranged attack. But yeah, that's what they do. The more chalices you get, the more cool stuff. Thank you for the follow, Evil 1976. Means a lot. Clayton, say thanks. Say thanks. Clayton, say thank you. Clayton, say thank you.
Thanks.
Damn straight. And this is why I don't wear pants. Yeah, this game's great. Welcome to the episode where Mike says this game's great like 800 times. Is this the first time we've played a game? No, I guess we played Luigi's Mansion that I genuinely loved.
We played that Hulk game.
Yeah, I love that one. Is that the only bad game we've played on the show?
What all have we played? We did a bunch of Kirby.
Yeah.
A lot of Kirby, actually.
Yeah, we did a lot of Kirby, and then Nintendo kept copyright claiming the videos, so we're on a Kirby hiatus right now.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that we did that was necessarily unfun.
Yeah, just the Hulk. That's all I can think about. Because that is the worst gaming experience I've had in a long time.
I'm still waiting for the day where you'll let us stream that the boat game.
The power boat game?
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll do it at some point. I gotta find the case. I lost the case somewhere. So, like, the disc is just sitting out right now.
And just put it in the Overwatch case, because there's surely nothing in there right now.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I really want to talk about before we really take a scoop to the pumpkin's insides and get right into talking about Halloween stuff. I guess I'll just say, I want to apologize because there's not going to be a Fudge Film. There wasn't a Fudge Film skit this week. I don't know if there will be one next week. October is a really busy month for us, I guess. Like, you've got my birthday, you've got your birthday. I think next weekend I'm doing the show and then I'm like hopping in a car and driving. So October's busy. So you might not see too much from us in October. There's for sure not going to be a Halloween skit this year like last year. But I'm going to say this, and this is going to bite me in the ass. You're going to see a lot of big, good stuff from us in November and December. You're going to see our biggest thing up to this point in December.
That's a ballsy claim.
I know, especially because, like, I can't even get all three of us together in one room to figure out when we're filming. But here's the thing, if I say that, then the pressure will be on me to make sure it fucking gets done. All I'm saying is Christmas 2018, get ready. I shouldn't say that. Oh, now I've given a release date. Oh.
I'm interested.
Hey, we'll talk about it. Yeah, hey, it's always good whenever your CEO announces a big thing coming Christmas and you don't know what's going on. That's always a good sign. But we are, these are hallowed halls. This is a Hallow Night. We do have a fucking massive portal to hell out there, which is kind of spooky. Let's talk about Halloween. I wanted to talk to you last week about trick-or-treating, and we just never got around to it. What do you remember the last time you went trick-or-treating?
I think I do. I think it was ninth grade.
Okay.
Because this was back. I went trick-or-treating with my first girlfriend and her group of friends.
Oh, did you wear a pimp costume that year? I know you wore it to school one year.
Was that the pimp costume year? It might have been.
Mm.
I don't know what else. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it would have had to have been that year. Yeah.
Okay.
What was the question?
When was the last time you went trick-or-treating, and do you remember it?
Oh, yeah. So, ninth grade. And,
okay.
Kind of.
The last time I went trick-or-treating, I think was... I know what happened, but I'm trying to think... It was either 10th or 11th grade. And I went with our friend JJ. And someone else. I should remember who it is. I'm going to feel bad that I don't. But we went trick-or-treating, and we were all, like... It had to be, like, 11th grade. It was either... Did you get a lot of, like... You're a little bit too old to go trick-or-treating comments. Did you get a lot of those?
I don't know if I did, because I was the bab of the group.
Right, that's right.
So if anything, they would have given shit to the other guys.
Shit!
And they very well might have.
Yeah. I just know I got, because I was starting to grow facial hair at the time, I got so many fucking, I went as Popeye, because here's the thing, I hated getting Halloween costumes, because it was like every year you had to get a new one. And I was like, no. Like, I'm going to spend like $35 on a decent one, and then just wear that for forever. And I still had, still got my Popeye costume. And so I bought this nice Popeye costume, because I fucking love Popeye. And we went trick-or-treating, and literally every house, aren't you boys a little old to be trick-or-treating? Yeah. Just give us the fucking candy. And then I swore it off after that year, because it was a mix of that, and it was a mix of, I had lost a lot of weight, because my weight fluctuates like crazy. I had lost a lot of weight before Halloween, and my pants were too big. I had these blue sweatpants that were too big. And so the whole time I'm holding my pants up and walking, and I looked like such a fucking doofus, and I was like, no, I'm done. Like, it wasn't even that I looked like a doofus. I just wasn't having fun. It was, nah. That was, I think that was, do you remember if we did anything senior year for Halloween?
Definitely nothing like trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
At least nothing that I was a part of.
I'm just trying to remember if we did anything for Halloween that year.
I don't know.
Okay. Because it was this one year, I was like, I'm done trick-or-treating. And then the year after that, our same friend, JJ, was like, let's play laser tag for Halloween. And we were like, okay. So we went to do laser tag in costumes, and it was like even more miserable. It was like, we were wearing fucking polyester, like, shitty clothing, and it is like, oh, this is so sticky and awkward to play laser tag with. It was a great idea, but, probably should have just watched horror movies. I mean, that would have made more sense. But that was the last time I went trick-or-treating, and it was not the best year. The best year that I can remember was when I went with a bunch of people that I was, like, barely friends with, and we just walked around. Should I say the neighborhood, or is that, do you think,
I mean, if it's, you say it's like, if it's like suburban or whatever.
Okay, we walked around a suburban area, and that was great, because I think that was like one of the first times I went with like no parents, and it was just 4 of us, and I didn't really know these guys super well, but they were the only ones who invited me, and we're just running around knocking on people's doors. Everyone, their lights could be off, and we're like, no, we're gonna do it anyway. We're idiots. And this one guy, his front porch light is on. We knock on his door. He doesn't come up. Me and one of the guys, we leave, and then the other 2 stay, and they're just knocking on his door. And he opens the door, and he's like, what? And they're like, trick or treat, and he's like, oh shit, is that tonight? Alright, and he gets out his wallet and gives each of them like $20, and then we're heading down the street. They run up from behind us, and they're like, we just made $40, and we're like, what? And he's like, yeah, he forgot that it was trick or treat, and he just gave us $20 each. And then it was me and this other guy, and we're like, should we go back? Should we knock on his door? So we did. We went and knocked on his door for like 15 minutes. Like, rang his doorbell, knocked on his door. He never answered the door, and we're standing there, and we're like, please, we want $20. And then the front porch light goes off. And we're like, but that year was great. That year was a lot of like, I don't know these guys. I can do whatever I want. And so I was just like, I was cool, man. I mean, normally I'm cool, but I was like, I was just talking to them about like shit that I knew nothing about. Like these were cooler kids than us. And so they're like talking about like college football, and I'm like, yeah, I like that team. I don't even know what fucking team it was, but yeah, I like them. That year's costume was trying to fit in. So, what's your best trick or treat story? Do you have like a best year?
I think I might.
Okay.
Back in the day, like pre-high school era.
Okay. Ooh.
I was like, I don't mean to brag, but I was kind of a cool kid.
Yeah.
Right. I was kind of popular.
Okay.
I was in with a popular crowd.
Was this middle school?
Some of it. Yes. Up into middle school.
Okay. I first met you in 8th grade. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, because I had lunch with you and Danny. That was the year that you fucked a book. We'll explain that some other time. That was 8th grade, where I had lunch with you and Danny, and that's where I met you. So yeah, in 8th grade, you were like, hey, that kid's cool. That was a cool kid. What happened?
Every year, I just got progressively less popular.
Yeah. Dude, I think that's just how popularity works.
Yeah. Then you mix in all the kids from the other middle school.
Yeah.
Fuck that middle school.
Yeah.
We have a better one.
Alright, anyway, I didn't mean to disrupt your story.
Let's see. It's the best trick-or-treating experience. So I was with the cool kids.
Yeah.
And I think their parents were with us because I don't remember how old we were. Probably not old enough. But there were like, there was like a lot of us. We were like a gang, you know?
Yeah.
There was like 8 or 10 people running around fucking mobbing the elders.
Yeah.
Stealing candy from babies, you know.
As you do.
As cool kids do.
Yeah.
That's why that's where we went wrong.
Yeah.
Because we diddle.
Oh boy!
Half of our skits are about that, alright, don't give me anyhow, so disclaimer, we don't do that.
Yeah, we don't. Hey, disclaimer, we don't diddle.
So there was just, there's like a lot of us, we were all like running around, and they were all a lot more in shape than I was, so I was hanging out towards the back, like, you know, whatever. Taking my time. And that's all I really remember.
Right. Because you were so cool you got blackout drunk.
Hell yeah. Back when I was, what, that'd be like 12, 13 years old.
Hell yeah.
They put vodka in the candies back then.
Dude, my mom used to get so, like, scared of that stuff. Like, we were fucking candy kings, right? Like, we'd hit our town, then we'd drive to my grandma Ryder's and trick-or-treat there. Then we'd drive to my grandma on my other side of the family's house, trick-or-treat there. My mom would, specifically when we trick-or-treat at her mom's, like, neighborhood, every piece of candy, I have to inspect this. Why? It's just candy. And I remember the first year she let me, there was a good 2 years where, like, none of my friends wanted to go trick-or-treating with me. Everyone just ignored me. Like normal. Like it is now. And so I went by myself. She dropped me off and she was like, "Are you going to be okay?" I'm like, Mom, I'm like 13. Yeah, I'm badass, okay? I can handle myself. And so she let me go. And so I knocked on people's doors and everything. And then after I got all my candy and she picked me up, she dumped it out and she would go through it. And she's like, okay, it looks safe. But there was like homemade stuff, like cookies and stuff that she would like take out of the wrapper. And she would like break apart and be like, okay, there's no razor blades in it. And I'm like, no one, what the fuck? Who would do that? Like, I know there's like a urban legend about it or whatever, but like, who in our densely populated areas like, I'm gonna fuck up some kids on Halloween? They're not gonna catch me. That was the year, I remember that one of those years because that was the year I went as Slash from Guns N' Roses. I knew nothing about Guns N' Roses. I don't like Guns N' Roses, but I had the hat I wear for Dr. Dumpert, that big felt top hat. I bought that and then wore an AC/DC shirt. And I am at that point, not even 5 foot tall, fat white kid. Yeah, I'm Slash for Halloween. But here's the funny thing about this. Danny went as Slash for Halloween, like 2 years later. Okay, I gotta tell the story. I have to tell the story. We get a big group together to go trick-or-treating. Were you there? This is the year that Danny dressed up as Slash and his mom took us?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's like 8 of us. 8 or 9 of these kids, and Danny's mom she's chaperoning us. Also, one of our friends had brought over Battlefield Bad Company. If Danny denies this story, he is a flat-out liar. He brings over Battlefield Bad Company, and so we play it before, like, we go out trick-or-treating. We play it for like an hour or so, and then we all go out trick-or-treating. I don't know what I went as. Danny went as Slash, and he went all out. Aside from, cut that joke. He had the wig, he had like the top hat, he had like a t-shirt, he had a leather jacket. I mean, he had everything. He had sunglasses, and so there's 8 of us, and we're trick-or-treating, and everything's going well. Danny's like, I can't wait to get home and play Battlefield, and we're like, okay. And then, in a beautiful moment, Danny's walking down the sidewalk. I turn away. I'm talking to someone. And the next thing I hear is Danny's mom being like, Danny! Oh my god! And Danny is like rolling down the hill. At like such a high velocity. And his wig's like going everywhere. And his mom's like chasing after him. And there's just 7 of us kids just standing there watching Danny roll down a hill. And then he gets to the bottom of the hill and he's like, I'm alright, I'm okay. And then they get up to the top of the hill and Danny's mom's like, Danny, are you alright? Oh, you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm alright. I'm hurt. I need to go back to the house. And she's like, okay, I'll take all of them. I'll take everyone back to the house. No, I'll head back. You guys can keep trick-or-treating. Are you sure, Danny? Yeah, I'll be alright. I just need to go back to the house. Okay. So we went and we did more trick-or-treating. We had some fun. And then me and our one friend went back to Danny's house. And Danny's in the basement, feet propped up, like hands behind his head. Well, his hands weren't behind his head. But he's playing Battlefield Bad Company. And we're like, Danny, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I wanted to play Battlefield Bad Company. Here's the thing. I have heard him both go, yeah, I fake tripped down that hill so I could go home and play. And I've also heard him be like, no, I didn't. He denied it after he acknowledged that he did it. So if he denies it, he's lying, because I've heard him acknowledge. But yeah, just imagine like a 13-year-old, like, slightly chubby white kid who's really into, like, Led Zeppelin just rolling down a hill at high velocity as this black wig is, like, flapping in the wind. And then just the shrillest shriek from his mom. Hey, I came this morning, I got up and went, I want to talk about trick-or-treating so I can tell the story of Danny rolling down the hill. I'm glad I got to do that.
I liked it. It was a fun story.
It is, the mental image is burned into my mind. It is one of the most insane things that is so like, he could actually be hurt. I shouldn't laugh at this, but it was so fucking funny. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I found this room up here. There's all these boys, and then there's this in the center, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing about that.
Wonderful.
So I'm just gonna pretend like it didn't exist.
When
Yeah.
When you went trick or treating, did you on your routes? Did you have like that house where the full size candy bars?
I never. Maybe once or twice there was a house with full size candy bars. What we would do is whenever there was a group of us, we would split up into groups, like into 2 groups. And then we'd go different routes. And then we'd meet up at the end of the route and be like, okay, yeah, this route has all this stuff. Go, you guys go ahead and do this. And we'll come with you. Or, like, we'd pick the best route. And then one half of the group would go through it again. And the second half of the group would go through it for the first time. And that almost always worked because, contrary to popular belief, people don't remember every kid's face. So you could double up on houses and people didn't care. The worst houses, though, like the best houses were the full-size candy bars when it would happen. The worst are the fucking people who gave out pretzels. If you give out pretzels for trick-or-treating, you have committed a cardinal sin of Halloween. Right? Like, you deserve to be banished to our hell portal. Because, holy fuck, was that the worst? Because I get, like, 20 bags of pretzels. Right? Like, I would get, enough candy. More than enough candy, as you can probably see. But a lot of pretzels. I get, like, pencils and stuff, and it was like, well, okay, I can use those. But I don't want fucking pretzels. And so my dad loved pretzels, so I'd just be like, okay, take all the pretzels away. Because they were shaped like a bat and a pumpkin. Cool, but they're fucking pretzels. If I want those, I'll go to fucking Walmart and buy some Snyder's pretzels. Sorry, that's my anti-pretzel rant for the day. Did you have, like, a lot of houses with full-size candy?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
But there were 1 or 2, I think.
Mm.
I remember one of them. I still remember exactly which house it was because they're like just up the street from me.
Yeah.
And then there was also this one street in the suburb that I live in that is just like they're just wealthy.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole suburb it's
really
pretty
wealthy.
It's pretty well off,
Yeah.
you could say. But there's this one street that was wealthy that we would always go down, and they would have nice stuff.
Mm.
I think maybe I'm getting it mixed up. It was either that street or there is another street, or it might have been the same one, but there was one street that they went hard. They had like they like to compete with each other over who could make the coolest shit for Halloween.
Yeah.
And they had some really nice decorations and whatnot.
I always inherently I'm just more of a Christmas guy, but I always appreciated the houses for Halloween who like really went out of their way and didn't do like lame shit, right? Like they didn't do like, here's an evil clown on a tractor. They would like, here's like a tunnel. Like a tunnel we made out of tarps and there's flashing lights and a smoke machine. Those houses were badass.
Yeah, props to those guys.
Yeah.
There's one of those, yeah, definitely one or a few of those on that street. I think that street's also the one that had, there was a dentist.
Hey, I remember that.
He would give out, I'm pretty sure he would give out toothbrushes.
Yeah.
Which, looking back on it, I could go for a toothbrush.
Yeah, like, That's how I felt about it then. Was like, okay, like yeah, it's a tooth. Yeah, I would have rather had candy, sure, but like, I can use a toothbrush. I can't fucking use pretzels. Yes, this game.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, this game is really good for hidden shit. Like, it reminds me a lot of, like, Yoshi's Island. And the fact that it's just, like, this level has, like, 150 secrets and has, like, a secret route and everything. That's what, that thing I was trying to figure out. That was a secret room. Something to do with witches and, like, lighting a fire, but I couldn't figure out how to light a fire, so. Did you have a favorite costume?
I think the favorite thing that I ever went as would probably have been probably the pimp costume.
Okay.
I think that one was just a lot of fun.
Yeah. I find that a good costume is a good reflection of a person. I think you pulled off the pimp costume very well. In the same way that, like, I pull off the Popeye costume really well. Because I am so, like, animated and loud. Yeah, mine's the Popeye costume. That was, like, I have worn a lot of costumes, but, like, scary costumes aren't my thing. Like, I'm not interested in that. And that was kind of all we had, because I just had hand-me-downs for years and years. Do you have a picture of you in the pimp costume?
Yeah, I have that.
Okay.
I want to show it. I don't know. There's, like, effects, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, this is going to look spooky. Here we go, spooky pimp costume. You can kind of see it. In the center there.
You can tell.
Yeah.
The coloring's a little off, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it was this big purple pimp costume that whenever we were allowed... In high school, we had to pay like $5 to wear our costumes to school, right?
It was like... I think it was like... I'm trying to remember. There was like a fundraiser thing where they wanted you to pay money if you wore a costume.
Yeah. I
don't know if I ever did. I don't know, because I don't remember if they had a way of verifying if they, like, stamped you or...
I think they stamped you.
Okay, I might... Okay, I probably did then.
I never did because I was like... No. Like... Because all I had seen... The people who wore costumes to class were, like, super jocks. I was like, no. And they would all wear, like, really lame costumes. Or, like, the fucking nerds who just got made fun of. And I was like, no. I don't need to go to chemistry, which I'm already failing, and wear my Popeye costume. I don't need that. But with you, that's the thing that was crazy to me, though, is that I felt that way. And then you wore that pimp costume, and everyone fucking loved you. Like, you were the fucking man that day.
I'm just a likable... I'm a person that's hard to hate, right?
That is true, but that's because you're likable. And especially when you're wearing you're a fucking white boy wearing a big, over-the-top, purple pimp costume. That's likable.
It was funny. I think it was me and one other person in a class of 20 in my English class who were wearing costumes. And the other person, I don't think they were even, like, they weren't, like, as flamboyant as mine was.
Yeah.
So my teacher comes in and looks at me, and she's just like, "Yep, that's what I'm dealing with today." It was a lot of fun.
Oh.
Ooh, secret?
Found a secret passage. Maybe, unless this is the actual way you're supposed to go, because the gate was blocked off there. So maybe.
Ooh, one year for Halloween.
Yeah.
I was helping with decorations.
Yeah.
And I thought I was being pretty cool. I made my own little I made my own little Blair Witch figurines, little stick dudes that hang in the
Okay.
yard.
Hell yeah.
I made a bunch of those, and I thought they were cool. And they're spooky in context.
Yeah.
In the context of the movie, they're fucking creepy.
Yeah, for sure. That's a really good decoration idea, though.
Yeah, and they're really easy to make. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then they were still hanging up after Halloween. Like, all the other decorations were taken down, but this stuff was just like, it was rope and sticks, so we just let nature take it down.
That's fair.
So every day when I went out to get on the bus, I would be greeted with those.
I'm trying. My favorite like decoration we had, as whenever I was a kid, was we had these big. It was a big Frankenstein, and it was cardboard. It was thin cardboard, and then it was like put together with like those the like hinge things that are like the golden circles, and then they've got like the things on the back that you split apart. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, he was all like loose. He was all cardboard, but you could like rotate his arms. That was great until my dad yelled at us for playing with it. And he's like, "That's decoration. It's not a toy." Okay. And then my parents they still do Christmas decorations. We lived next to a highway, and so like we never had trick-or-treaters or anything. And so at a certain point, my parents are like, "Why are we putting up Halloween decorations? This is stupid." And so they just threw out all of our Halloween decorations. So, happy Halloween! I'm alright. I'm fine.
It was like that Crash Bandicoot.
It is exactly like that. Whoa! There we go, there's a little Crash impression. Did you ever go, like, knock on a door and then, like, a teacher open the door?
Yeah. I can't remember any specific instances, but I know that that's happened before.
Yeah. I had that happen to me once, and it was with my, what was the class? Computer graphics teacher. And he hated me. I mean, all teachers hated me, but he really hated me. I'm there in a costume, and he's just like, I'm like, trick or treat, and he opens the door, and he just looks me up and down, goes, "Aren't you a little old to be trick or treating?" I mean, yeah, I just thought I'd do it one last year. Well, you shouldn't have. Closed the door, and I just went, "Oh!" And then the next day I had his class, and he went, "Well, I hope you all had some Halloween fun this year. I saw one trick-or-treater. It was Mike." And then he just goes on talking. And whenever he says that, everyone in the class just looks at me. And I'm like, "Ah!" Because I just got ousted as like a 16-year-old dude who's still trick-or-treating. Oh, they stole my sword. So if you don't have a sword, you use Dan's arm. I can get my fucking sword. Put my fucking sword down, boy! Oh, I'm getting fucked.
What class did you say that was? Computer graphics?
Yeah.
Was that with Troy? I'm not going to say his last name?
Yeah.
Okay. That's really funny.
So I think I just lost my sword. How do I get shit back? Yeah, surprise, he hated me because every teacher ever has hated me. Except for one. And so, yeah. The worst, okay, the cringiest time, I hate saying cringy because that's not something I do. Like, that's so lame, but the worst is I was dating a girl. This was freshman year of high school. I was dating a girl, and her and we're like, okay, let's go trick-or-treating together. Okay, yeah, that'd be a fun thing to do. And so I go to her place and I knock on the door, and I had a mask on. I took my mask off because I was like, well, her dad will see me and he'll be like, hey, he's here. And so I'm there, and then I'm like, oh wait, but no, maybe I should put the mask on and be like, trick or treat at first. That'd be funny. And so I'm in the doorway. I'm wearing a costume that's way too tight on me at the time. And I'm in this like black robe trying to fumble with these. I'm wearing black gloves, trying to put this mask on. And he just opens the door, and I'm there with the bag between my legs and the mask like this. And I'm like, trick or treat. And he's like, oh, hi, Mike. How's it going? And I'm like, good. Is the girl's name here? No, she already left. She went trick-or-treating with other people.
Oof.
Okay! And so I just like turn around and go to leave. And then I put the mask on, and then I'm trying to type and I can't because of the gloves. So I take the gloves off, take the mask off, put it in the mask, and I'm like, hey, I was just at your place. Weren't we going trick-or-treating? No, I don't think we should date anymore. Okay, and then I went trick-or-treating by myself with the mask and the gloves off. I was just a fat dude wearing a light black robe, and people were like, what's your costume? I'm the Grim Reaper, I don't fucking know.
Oh, that's just rude.
Dude, hey, I have a lot of great breakup stories. That's the true horror. The true horror is women. Oh, cut that. Well, we are gaming, so we are allowed to say that. I keep thinking about Goosebumps. I don't know what's going on in my brain right now, but I'm just thinking about Goosebumps. Did you watch a lot of Goosebumps when it come on for Halloween?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I watched a lot. I didn't read a lot of Goosebumps, but I did watch a good bit of Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I remember a game show episode.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah.
I don't remember anything about it. I just remember that it was a game show, and I don't remember the twist or. I remember the theme song.
Wow.
Do.
I mean, you probably remember that from my great cover I did for the channel a couple months ago, so. Wait, yeah, that's our Halloween video this year, is me covering the Goosebumps theme.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, Clayton worked really hard on that one. I gotta get the raw footage for that. Maybe I'll put that up for Halloween. Because the raw footage is just like an hour and a half of me being like, okay, this is the easiest thing to do on the keyboard. Because it's just and then ba 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 ba. That's it. It's two things and then this. It took me an hour and a half to get a take where I went, okay, that was alright, I guess. My brain just could not do it. Also, I gotta fight a boss with just my arm. This is gonna go really badly. Unless I can get the sword back before the boss. But I don't think that's happening. See, I watched... Cartoon Network would just show Goosebumps around Halloween. And so I watched it constantly whenever it was on. And that show is so cheesy and so, like, that's not scary. Until it does something where you're like, hey, that's legitimately a little spooky right there. That's creepy. Like, of course, everyone's going to talk about the Night of Living Dummy episodes. Like, those are good, yeah. But, like, the ones that fucked me up were the Haunted Mask ones. Where these kids she puts on this mask, and it's like, oh, I'm scary now. And then she can't take it off. There was 2 of those. That was so scary to me because I'm such a claustrophobe, and the idea of being stuck in a latex mask like that, no, fuck off. I don't want that. Can I buy a sword? I can buy my sword. I don't have enough gold for my sword. Okay, I guess I'll fight the boss with my arm. Or I won't. Wait, how do I trigger the boss?
I forget what I was gonna say.
Try the crossbow. Nope. Here's my one complaint with this game. My one complaint. Stuff's kind of cryptic sometimes if you don't know what you're doing.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I've not been paying a lot of attention to the gameplay.
Oh, I got the Chaos Rune. Okay, I'm actually good. I don't know how I got the Chaos Rune, but I did. Yeah, I watched a lot of Goosebumps, and it's funny, I never watched... Are You Afraid of the Dark is way before our time. But that was like Nickelodeon's... I think it actually happened before the Goosebumps show. I have seen one episode of that because I was watching Teen Nick and it was on. That show was like if you took Goosebumps cheesiness and just went, we're going to crank that up to like 14. And it's like, okay. But the thing is the one episode I saw, because it was so cheesy, it made it kind of creepier. Like it was, this kid and his mom and little sister move into a new house. And then he keeps hearing noises in the basement. And he's like, well, there's got to be something in the basement, right? And his mom's like, no, there's nothing. And his sister's like, no, there isn't anything, you idiot. And so then he gets in a fight with a bully, and they go into the basement. And then this door opens in the basement, and there's like a skeleton clown that like grabs the bully and pulls him in. And then the kid's like, and he goes to his mom and it's like, and his mom's like, shut up, you idiot. And she goes down to the basement, and, like, it doesn't do anything. Okay. Then his little sister goes down alone, eats her. Then the mom goes down, eats her. Then he goes down, credits. And it's like, okay. But it was so cheesy that it was legitimately a little bit spooky.
Okay. I feel that.
But that show has my favorite, like, whenever I'm going to tell a story thing to say is, so the Twilight Zone has submitted for your approval, but Are You Afraid of the Dark has submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society, because that was the framing device for the show, is it was a bunch of kids sitting around a campfire, and they were the Midnight Society, and you would have to tell a story, a scary story. And I love the name, the Midnight Society. That's so badass. Uh-oh, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm gonna shoot it.
You know, someday I want to experience, like, sitting around a campfire with the guys out in the woods,
Yeah.
telling, like, scary stories. But I don't know what could be told that would make me go like, wow, that really creeped me out.
Dude,
because I've read, like, there's so many movies and other short stories that I've read. I just don't know what someone could verbalize to me that... I mean, I'm not a creative person.
Yeah.
There might be something, but I mean, I've read some of Agony. What was it? Pink?
No, we're not talking about Agony and Pink on the show. Hey, to be fair, Agony and Pink is the scariest story I've ever read. Now, I mean, the content is scary enough, but the fact that someone wrote that as a fetish piece, that's what's scary.
The Toy Box Killers. That's fucking...
That's scary, yeah.
If that's the one. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm having, like, flashbacks to the weird shit that I read about that. The dog got involved. It was a mess.
Go ahead, Google the Toy Box Killer, and whenever you find, like, a good thing about it, comment down below. Clayton sent me here. At the end of the show, I'll tell a scary story that'll scare you.
Yeah.
I know one.
Okay.
Dude, see, growing up with a older brother. Now, to be fair, my brother is like like, based on personality, you'd think I'm the older brother, right? Like, my brother is very, like, timid. He's very shy. But we would try and tell scary stories. We as a family would go camping, and then Dan and I had a name drop my brother. I shouldn't do that. You guys might stalk him. Dude, this is like Luigi's Mansion. Oh shit. We would go camping, and then him and I would tell scary stories, and they'd range from like legitimate attempts until we realized we were funnier than we were scary. Like, just as people, we were better at being funny, and so then we would just start telling like really lame ones.
That's fair.
I remember in like a summer camp I went to, for one day, I don't know why, they shut off all the power. Uh-oh. Please get me out. They shut off all the power and then had us all be in the gym of the middle school. And they told us scary stories. And it was like, I think you guys just forgot to pay the power bill. I think that's what's going on. Oh, okay. I can smash. Oh. I love this boss's design.
Yeah, he's very colorful.
Yeah. It made, like, the big, like, needle fingers make him, like, creepy to look at. And it's a really good, like, use of the fact that, like, yeah, it's going to be low poly. So let's make him, like, stained glass. Yeah, go ahead.
Just one thing small thing that I want to mention.
Yeah.
To kill some time here. I'll show you the GIF later, but or the clip, I should say. But in the new Soul Calibur,
yeah,
I guess you can like make modifications.
You can make your own characters.
Okay, so you can do that, and someone put you know the Soul Calibur character who has the big claw things like that guy. Someone took that, and that guy does all those really weird, awkward movements.
Yeah, he like
thrusts.
Yeah, flips backwards and he's like crab walking and he keeps humping the air. Yeah.
Someone put a gigantic pink cock on him.
Well, I mean, that's what you should do. Like, I don't know why you'd do anything else, so...
That's fair. If you're gonna make... Look, game designers out there, don't give people too much creativity.
Yeah.
Don't give them too much choice. We saw what happened with Black Ops when people could create their own emblems.
Why would happen?
It was just degenerates everywhere. It was awful.
Oh, okay.
It was so bad. It was so racist.
That doesn't surprise me. Okay, so I got the skull key. I need to figure out where I'm supposed to use it now. Oh yeah, so you've got... So X is your normal attack, and then square is your special attack. So like the sword, you can charge it up and do a spin. But with the arm, you just have a boomerang.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So the arm is like the best weapon in the game, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, I just drowned. No, because it has really low DPS.
But it's so versatile.
I mean, it is, but really low DPS.
I'd take the trusty arm over...
Well, tell you what.
The trusty arm over the rusty sword.
I'm gonna grab... I gotta go do a deep dive into hell to get some water. Do you want a bottle of water from hell?
Or do you no, but if you... Would you be willing to throw that in the freezer?
Yeah.
Freezer?
I got you.
Where it goes.
Okay.
Alright,
Clayton's gonna beat the game by the time I come back from hell. Oh, Twitch, don't ban us. Ooh. It's my underwear. You wanna see my dick?
This one? Yeah, this one.
You wanna see something really scary?
Yeah.
I'll show you my dick.
Do it. I've been waiting for this.
Alright, ready? I'll show you my dick. Right?
The stream has been waiting for this.
Right, here's my dick. Right? Right? Ooh, there it is. There's my cock. Alright. Oh, Jesus, it's hot.
I'm gonna beat this level.
It's hot and it's red out here.
Oh. I have to use the D-pad. Sorry, I'm not an expert on PS1 games. So let's... Where's our arm? I guess we have to go through the club first. So it looks like... What is this? So that's jump. That's... Poke. That's poke. I don't know what triangle does. What was sprint? I swear I could sprint before. Whatever, this thing's OP. Fuck it. What's that? A club? Oh, okay, I just got a new club. I remember seeing Mike do this part. We have to go underground.
Did you beat it yet?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So I had a little talk with Satan.
Let's hear it.
Just a chat. Not a friendly chat. I'm not a big fan of him, but just a chat. And he told me two things. One. Clayton, I hate to tell you it, but you better reform fast, dude. You better change your ways. This was like some Ghost of Christmas Future stuff, but like for you. Like I was at your grave, and I was like, okay.
Alright, let's hear it.
Well, no, that was just thing number one. You gotta change your ways.
Okay.
Thing number two.
Uh-oh.
Why is it 2/3 of Fudge Films is either in hell or going to? Because he was like, hey, I have Danny's soul. I was like, yeah, prove it. And he just started playing Bon Iver music. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So, Satan does currently have control of Danny. We're going to try and break the chains, try and free him. If we don't, not a big loss. But, I guess that makes me, like, the most, like, saint-like member of Fudge Films. You know, if Rocco from Mega 64 is the most, like, Christ-like member of Mega 64, I'm only acknowledging that because I don't want to be called out for ripping off his bit. I'm kind of, like, the most saint-like. So.
Okay, that's fair.
I think this is where I just came from.
Oh, where am I supposed to be going?
I don't remember.
Well, I'm gonna learn the controls, you know.
Oh, well, yeah, go to the most recent level to learn the controls.
Is there a sprint?
Oh, you're just destroying the club. Oh, no.
I couldn't figure out how to use my arm.
Hit select. Don't hit X again or I will murder you. Okay, now go down. Okay.
Oh. I found it. There's another one in the box up there. I'm not going to the box, though.
Well, why would you?
How do I throw? Oh.
Square.
Yeah!
What was I going to say? Oh. Yeah, I can't.
This weapon sucks dickhole.
I beat this game. I love this game, but I beat this game once. And that was, much like Luigi's Mansion, like 3-4 years ago. Like, it's been a long time. Oh, you're just wasting all the throwing daggers. I should have never given you the controller.
Let's see. Can I break these with my arm?
No, I think you need the club.
Oh.
Well, now what the fuck are you gonna do?
Oh! That's fine. This is fine.
No, this isn't fun.
It's fine.
Put the... Wait,
Moon rune.
Wait, but I got the moon room.
Well, you died.
Oh, fuck.
Well, we got down here, but now we have to get back up that way.
You're just gonna have to kill yourself. I don't think you can.
Wrong button. Ugh.
Alright, I'm confiscating the controls. What do you remember what like your least favorite trick or treat costume was?
I don't remember too many of my costumes, so I guess my least favorite would be the only one that I can really remember, other than the pimp one, was I went as like a spooky Reaper dude, and it wasn't a bad costume. It was actually it was pretty alright.
Mm.
But I like the pimp costume more, so that one automatically is my least favorite.
Okay.
I think
yeah.
one year when I was really little, I went as like a Teletubby, so maybe that, I guess.
Mm. That's what I was gonna say of mine. Like my two least favorite. Oh fuck no! I just destroyed the crossbow. I remember going as. I went as a Furby. My brother went as Pikachu, and I went as a Furby for like 2 years straight. Whenever I was really... Which, man, welcome to the late 90s, right? Like, welcome to 1999. One kid is a Furby, and the other one's a Pokemon. But, I remember that because that was whenever our mall still did trick-or-treat at the mall, and my dad was still working. I'm gonna... I gotta get the sword back, dude. What you would do is you would just go around to every store, and they would give you, like, a piece of candy, in, like, a button, or, like, stamp something off. It was an easy way for my working parents to be like, okay, yeah, we'll take you guys trick-or-treating, and it was just take them to my dad's work. But that, and... Slash, the year I want to Slash. Why the fuck did I go as... I don't understand that at all. I still have no idea why I did that. Because I've never liked Guns N' Roses. And I wore an AC/DC shit. Like, what the fuck? But... we used to have a... it was a mask. It was a skeleton mask. And then there'd be like a heart that you would put inside your costume or something, and then you'd squeeze it and blood would pour down the mask. That thing was cool for like 1 year, and then after that it was like, oh, everyone has this now. What the fuck? Like, I knew at least like 3 or 4 kids who also had that the next year, and I'm like, oh, I don't want this anymore. So that was bad, but I'm doing it again. The worst one I can remember is the year I went as Jake the dog from Adventure Time.
Oh, goodness.
And it was, in theory, fine. I had Jake the dog snapback hat that I still have, and then I had yellow scrubs. I was like, okay. Except for I'm such a fucking idiot that I was like, I didn't get anything yellow to put under it or white to put under it, nothing. And it was too cold for me to just wear scrubs. So I wore a blue t-shirt and jeans under it, which turned the scrubs green, and it was like, nah, this looks terrible. That hat I would wear, like, casually. I wore it casually twice. Hi, welcome again to part 800 of All Teachers Hate Mike. The second time I ever worked a school. I got out of 9th grade English. And it was my last class of the day, and I was leaving class, and the teacher, I left, and the teacher turns to my 2 friends and goes, is he brave by wearing that? And they're like, what? And he's like, I feel like he'd get made fun of for wearing that. And they, like, looked at him and they're like, no, nobody has a problem with it. And he was like, oh, okay. And I think about that comment almost weekly. Of just, is he brave for wearing that? What a fucking thing for a teacher to say to a 9th grader. What an asshole. Okay, I'm staying with you.
Yes, that's valid.
I don't think it is. I think it is such an... What a fucking... Is he getting bullied for wearing that? No, you're the only person who thinks that he would. What does that say about you? Can you have this guy's fuck off? Basically what I'm saying is, my teachers hated me and bullied me, and that's why I'm against school. My kids are going to be homeschooled. I'm going to teach them all about vaccines and how they're bad. So...
You know, I was vaccinated as a child, and now I'm depressed.
Ooh, what a scary story. Alright, Clayton, the goal is to get 600 coins so we can buy the sword back. I can't believe we lost. I mean, it's totally my fault, but I can't believe we lost the sword. Like, we are up shit creek without a paddle.
Are you even allowed to, like, exit the level and keep the money, or do you have to beat the level?
Hey, I got no idea.
I don't think you can beat this with just the...
I don't think I can, too, and I don't want to grind for money.
Use the... use the throw. You have almost 200 throwing knives.
Do I?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll use the throwing knives. See, but that's the kind of person I am, where it's like, oh, this is limited ammo. Okay, I'm gonna save it till I need it.
That's fair. I'm like that too with games, especially like big games like Fallout and RPGs.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is not an open world game, and we gotta beat this damn level.
Yeah.
And we need a sword. We need money to buy the sword. We need to beat the level to get the money.
Okay, I just had a thought, and I wanna...
Don't have those.
Sorry. Bop. Oh, jeez, we are really out of sync. Bop. Bop.
Oh, yeah.
Why is this never... I mean, we haven't really talked about the game that much. Why is this just never easy?
I blame... Well, I blame,
Okay, don't talk. Oh, shit, I fucked it up. Wait. Because now our audio and video is desynced for a minute.
I'm just gonna cover my mouse. They can't see. They can't get oops. There, like
Bop.
that.
But hey, here's a pro tip. Do not buy Hapog products.
Actually, though, holy moly.
Yeah, we have, in the last, like, month, we have had so many problems with Hapog. Like, Hapog might have broke my computer.
Yeah, their drivers are just broken.
Yeah. Okay.
Their drivers are broken, and as far as I can tell, they don't have a catalog of older drivers.
No.
ever gets scratched, we're boned.
Yeah, so I had to fix my computer. I had to find my Hapog, the disc it came with, and install the oldest version of the drivers. But here's the thing. Next week, this is going to be all different, and I'm going to have to do this all over again. Okay, we're going to go for 2,700. Folks, this is a really entertaining part of the stream. But, to be fair, if you tuned in for a Fudge Film stream, you had to know. It's just what happens. But I can't see my mouth. But okay, that's better. Yeah, but I'm just gonna be pissed off at myself if I don't just fully fix it.
So I'll
yeah, Clayton, go ahead and talk.
I'll talk about the new Jackbox party.
Yeah.
We're up to 5 now.
Yeah, is the new one good? But
I have only seen one minigame so far. I'm in the middle of watching Achievement Hunter uploaded like an hour-long or 2-hour-long video of them trying out the new party pack that I'm in the midst of watching. But the minigame that I saw so far is that you fill out a prompt, and then you're given a prompt like they give you like half a sentence and you have to fill in the rest. Like they'll give you, I have a hard time
peeing.
There you go. And then that gets thrown off to, you fill out a couple of those, it gets thrown off to someone else.
Yeah.
They get to pick their prompt, and they have to come up with an invention to solve that problem.
Okay.
And then you have to get funding from the other players and the audience. And you're given like 2 minutes, or I mean you're given like 90 seconds. You need like, I don't know, 30 to give a spiel about to pitch it. You have to pitch your invention to the group.
Oh, I'd be great at. I'd be great at that one if our friends were normal human beings. Because as we learned last time, all you need to succeed in a game of Jackbox with our friends is just write Hitler as the answer. And the thing is that wasn't our straight white male friends who found that funny. Like,
I thought T-poses was funny.
A lot of those are really good.
But that game looks really... That actually looks really fun in the new pack.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I hope that the other games are also good.
Yeah. Can I have my sword? No, I don't want the... I mean, the silver shield's good. But I want my sword. Are you going to sell it to me for cheaper? Nope. Can I, like, bargain? We're never going to get the sword back this stream. That's just not happening.
Let's just do a swordless run.
Those exist.
That sounds like a lot of running past enemies and...
Yeah. Can I... Okay, we got this locked door here. I'm gonna... Yeah, I got... Oh my god. Pure luck.
Easy.
Except for we still don't have the fucking sword. Oh, please go away, wolf. Oh no. Oh god, I need health. I need health so badly. Oh, please leave me alone. Oh.
Oh.
I'm
Oh.
drowning. Wait.
Oh.
No, I'm dead.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
I don't know how that happened.
Easy.
I don't know where I got the life bottle from.
Oh, I tried out this other game too, along with Endless Space. Welcome to the beginning of the stream.
Yeah.
Along with Endless Space, I tried out this game called Galactic Civilizations 2.
Okay.
Which is like... It's another turn-based game. Another turn-based 4X game in space. And it was interesting.
Okay. I just need the camera to turn like 180 so I can see these wolves. This is very nerve-wracking. Because we actually made progress, and now I don't want to fuck it up. I need the star room. Where's the star room? I thought I saw it. Isn't it up? Yeah, here it is.
I'm enthralled.
I want my fucking sword back. Why is the sword so expensive? Okay, we're at full health. I'm running out of daggers. Should I go in there or should I... Well, I guess I gotta go in there. Okay. I was gonna say, should I explore across that bridge? Try and find more money, but no, we're going in.
Alright, let's do it. Boss battle?
I hope not.
I hope so.
Undertakers. Okay, there's a chalice. If I had the... wait. Okay. I was like, wait, is that actually it? Is all that was in here the fucking chalice? Oh, please fuck off.
Oh, wow, he's fast.
I'm faster. Oh, fuck.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Where are we? What's going on? Okay, we're up on the ridge. Please fuck off. Camera? This is not a good time. Oh, please, God. Oh, I'm running out. I don't... Okay, what do you gotta say to me? Oh. Ah! Oh, I gotta put right. Okay, I remember this. You know, I should probably block more. I do have a shield. Okay. Ugh! I hit circle, you fuck. Wait,
Oh.
I've got, you see I got a little bit of health in the jar.
Oh,
Just a hair.
Alright, let's see it.
Please work. Ugh. We're just gonna push this. Oh. Give me that which I desire. Give me health. That didn't rhyme. Oh, there's a health thing right there. Okay, now how am I supposed to see to make this jump? Should I... fuck it! Ugh. Is your asshole clenched during that jump?
A little.
Clenched during that. Oh, no. Can I not? Can I not? Oh.
Oh, dear.
Oh. I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. We're alright. We're doing alright. Okay, fuck you.
So in other news, Joel was streaming the other night. He did a little bit of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And he solves puzzles in a really interesting way.
What way is that?
The wrong way.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But I learned something that you could do that was really funny. So there's this one puzzle where you have to steal a big ball off of this big ogre's chest.
Yeah.
And Joel showed everybody that you could if you sneak up to the ogre and crouch in his palm,
mm-hmm.
he will pick you up and you can take the ball and run, and it was funny.
Mm. That game, crazy thought. Breath of the Wild, good game.
It's okay.
That game's AI and shit is so fucking next level. Hey, we're not beating this boss. I'm just letting you know this is where our journey ends. We can't do it without the sword!
This seems difficult even with the sword.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Man, I'm so sad I lost my USB.
Where do you think you lost it?
I have no clue. Because I recently had like a mega cleaning of my room and like throwing stuff out.
Cool.
And my desk is all cleared except for the essentials.
Yeah.
And if my flash drive isn't on my desk, I don't know. It didn't fall. It's not behind the desk. It's just it disappeared.
Right.
And what am I supposed to do?
Start over. Start anew. What am I supposed to do? I mean, what did you have on it other than pirated movies? Sorry, legally downloaded movies.
Nothing.
So you can start anew, man.
I gotta get a new goddamn flash drive.
That's a struggle. They just don't sell those anymore.
And Hereditary, and It Comes at Night. I don't even know what that is.
It's a really good movie.
I want to watch it.
Yeah.
And I can, but I can't put it on a flash drive anymore. And I think that's the real loss of tonight.
Okay. I'm going to tell a scary story about your flash drive.
Let's hear it.
Okay. I'm going to take the mic around. Sorry, that noise probably didn't sound good. Alright. I call this story... Wait, no. Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. I submit the story... Driven to Hell. I guess I should be looking at the camera when I do this, not you. There once was a boy named Clayton. Young, happy, virile, horny. He was the king of pirating things. Anything you wanted, he could get it to you in seconds flat. Virus free. Until one day, he downloaded something he couldn't format. You see, Clayton really wanted to see the new Halloween movie. One that just came out in theaters. He was very excited for it. But he knew he didn't have the money to go to the theater and see it. He knew that it wasn't on any torrent sites yet. Yet, he got an email from his friend who said, "Hey, hey, I just found the new Halloween on a torrent site. Clayton didn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. How could it get there? I mean, it's probably someone's cell phone recording, right? There's no way it could be the new 2018 Halloween movie. But he trusted his friend. So he downloaded it. Now, he made sure to make a system restore. Regardless, he downloaded it, booted it up in VLC player. It was the movie. Oh my god, what? It was the new 2018 Halloween movie starring Jamie Lee Curtis. How could this be? Hey, Clayton may be the king of hacking, the king of pirating, but he wasn't really the king of film distribution, so he didn't ask many questions. But he was so excited that he had the new 2018 Halloween movie starring Jamie Lee Curtis, where 40 years later she fights Michael Myers, that he put it on his beloved flash drive. This is a flash drive he had had since he was a kid. 6, 7 years old maybe, when he received it for his birthday from his dying father. His father said to him, Clayton, I want you to fill this up with pirated movies. And that's what Clayton did. So he put the new Halloween 2018 starring Jamie Lee Curtis, where 40 years later she fights Michael Myers, and at one point has a gun and shoots some stuff. He put that on his flash drive, his beloved flash drive. And he goes, I'm going to show this to my friends. He sets it down on his nice, clean desk. Freshly cleaned. He goes, takes a nap maybe. This is the scary part of the story, because it's up to your imagination to think what he could have done. Did he eat some food? Did he masturbate? Who knows? Probably, yeah. And then he was ready to go meet his friends. And he goes to get his flash drive, and it isn't there. Well, okay. Maybe I just dropped it. Maybe it just fell off my desk. Maybe it just slipped. Oopsies. Let me look for it. He looks under his desk. It isn't there. He looks behind his monitors. It isn't there. He looks under his bed. It isn't there. He starts panicking now. Beads of sweat on his brow. Where's my flash drive? I had all those pirated movies on there. I had Black Panther 2. It's not even done yet. I had it. I had the original cut of The Wizard of Oz with all that 45 minutes extra footage. I had that. I had the original Star Wars trilogy in original editions in 4K. Where's my flash drive? And he's at this point flipping things over, flipping the bed, flipping the desk. Where's my flash drive? He checks his pockets. He checks everything. And then he checks the time. Oh no, I'm late, he says to himself. But the flash drive, I can find the flash drive later. And he takes off running to go to his friend Mike's house. Now Mike is very handsome. He's at least 6'8", weighs not much, but bulky, handsome, bulky, trim, and funny. And he takes off to Mike's house, and he gets to Mike's house, and he goes, Mike, I lost my flash drive. And Mike, in his infinite wisdom, goes, did you check under your hat? And Clayton slowly lifts his beanie off of his head. Intensity rising, cock throbbing. Could it be that his flash drive was there all along? Could it be that what he looked for most in his time of need was under his hat the whole time. And so finally, he takes off the beanie. And it wasn't there. Good night!